Growing up in the hood, seeing things, hearing things, doing things that no little kid should. People don't realize how hard it actually is trying to live right around a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about living wrong. This is the Jeffrey Manor Chronicles. The Jeffrey Manor Chronicles. We'll talk to the gangbangers, the hustlers, people that have been incarcerated for decades, people that came up hard and turned their lives around. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Keeping it raw. Keeping it raw. Shooting you this time with some knowledge. The Jeffrey Manor Chronicles. And now your hosts, D. Cook and Luke G.
Man, listen, we talking about, I started running with the guys, it was 1980.
Man,
do the math on that.
Listen to this, y'all. He been in it since 80. And see, you young guys don't know. To be able to still be here from 1980.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all better shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah. So coming up in that time, bro, you said you was 15 in Inglewood at that time?
Yeah, I was coming from an area, man, that was totally different. The Manor was a new land to me because when I come to the Manor, it was so many guys. You know, it was so much love as far as the guys was concerned. You know, I come from an area where, you know, we were surrounded by stones. Stones taught me how to fight. See, when we was coming up, we wasn't killing and shooting like they doing today. We was gladiators. Stones taught me how to fight.
My man.
You know?
Yes.
So when I come to the Manor and see all these guys, I couldn't believe it, man. Our count was 500 strong when I come out there.
I know it was.
Now listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I watched a whole generation disappear. You heard me? Thorough-blooded guys.
Right.
You know? I did a lot of time in prison.
Right.
How much time you do?
I did 21 years of total.
Man.
I'd have seen behind walls in prisons. And before you whistle about that, that 21 years might have saved my life because while I was gone, so many that I come up with disappeared.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
I dig what you're saying.
To this crime in the streets and this nonsense and this shooting, killing that's going on out here, and it got to the point where it's been perpetuated to the point where we losing too many that's so close and so dear.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, OG? Like, the 21 years, was that like all straight, or was we talking about different bits?
I give them 12 and 9.
Okay. Ooh. Now, can I ask the question? Because a lot of people going to be listening to this. Hopefully, a lot of the OGs got their sons with them, nephews, you know, daughters, because one of the high-rising, you know what I'm saying, demographics going to jail right now is women. You know what I'm saying? They out there setting people up, stealing cars and everything, right? But I want to know, like, after the first bit, because I know you said 12 years, right? Like, during that 12 years, bro, I laid down for a decade, right? I know what went through my mind. Like, man, bro, I never want to go through this again, right?
Ever.
Like, what was it that made you be like, you know what? I got to take a shot, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, like, that put you in a situation like, damn, I'm back in this bad boy for 9 years.
This is what you got to understand, man, that our first instinct is survival.
Yeah.
That's right.
You hear me? When you hungry, man, you know, and you out here and you trying to make a way, especially if you got children to provide for. When you hungry, you know, you get this beast mentality where everybody will fold before I fold.
Facts.
You know, or
gotta be that way.
You know, or I die trying. You know, we come up, we real soldiers, man. You know, and we not gonna lay down. You know, but that comes from a lack of education, a lack of jobs. You know, see, it's a lot of jobs right now. You know, but coming up, if you had a background trying to get a decent job, was very hard to do. I'm not gonna flip your burgers. Right. I'm not gonna sweep your floors for $3.35 an hour.
Man.
And I'm missing 500 in the street right now. See, that math is the only thing that matters when you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? That math is the only thing that matters.
I'm so glad you spoke on that right there, right? Because that's critical for people to understand.
Right.
Like in the 80s, bro, like, man, the resources that was out there, was minimal. Like,
that's right.
When I got to an age the way I could work, I know the OG ain't lying because it was $3.75 at the Mickey D's at 95th and Jeffrey. I remember that, boy.
$3.
I was like, that ain't even $4.
That is modern day slavery.
Man, bro. I was like, I gotta figure this out, right?
Right.
So I just want to say to the youth out there, you got more things that's at your disposal right now, right?
That's right.
Like you got resources. You got, look what we doing right now with the podcast, right?
Right.
You got these resources right here. So utilize them. Utilize your phone. You can learn another language and stuff like that, right? But being hungry, don't lose that. Because the hunger, I know, is still there. You know what I'm saying, right? So I appreciate you going in depth with that right there, for sure. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So you said you came out there, count like 500 strong.
JMG, baby.
Hey, listen. Hey, when you look back to it, because you talked about the Brotherhood, is there one particular story that stands out with one particular person that, you know, that you was like, yo, this my man right here, bro. Like, hey, that right there, that was solid, man. I'm talking about, we may not even speak on this again, right? But I need you to know, me and you, when we make eye contact, boy, you already know what it is, boy. Any particular moments, anything like that you can recall, OG?
I mean, it's a lot of them, man. You know, to try to, because the brother, you know, our brotherhood, man, in the Manor, man, it was so much love there when I came. See, this is before the crack epidemic.
Right.
You know, this is before that. You know, when a bag of weed was $5, you get 7 joints. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody chip in. I got $2. I got $3. You know what I'm saying? You get your bag of weed, and you know what I'm saying. A little Wild Hours rolls, and it was all love. It wasn't about the money. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Now I fought a case. I got locked up, and I fought a case in '86. Now, in '86. We was driving 79 Cutlasses, Park Avenues. Pook was driving Park Avenue. You know what I'm saying? 86 now. Now I go away for a year and a half. When I come back, in that time I was gone, somebody said, hey, because we were selling them pony packs. You know what I'm saying? We said, you remember the pony packs? You know what I mean? We were selling them pony packs. But wasn't nobody getting no real money. You know what I'm saying? But we were just hustling. But you really didn't need no real money. You know, and it was all love. If you was one of the guys, you was welcome in any neighborhood that the guys was at. I'm gone for that year and a half. When I come back home after a year and a half, in that time, somebody said, you know what? Let's start selling this cocaine, Ready Rocks. When that Ready Rock hit our city, it blew it up. You heard me? Now, I come home a year and a half later, the same guys that was stealing cars was having 10 and 12 cars. $100,000. You asked for a story, I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story.
Let's go,
I'll tell you a story.
Let's go.
I'm fresh home. It's 1987.
Okay.
Right? I'm in Pook basement. We at the bar smoking, getting high. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, Pook had that light over the bar, and the rest of the basement was a little dark. So we in there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh out. We smoking weed. You know, somebody say something funny to them. I see some bags over here in the corner. Big paper bags. They're over here in the corner, over here by the toy box or whatever the fuck it was. But we smoking weed, and I'm laughing. And I just stumbled off the bar laughing. I just stumbled by the bags, and I look at the bags, and it's 7 shopping bags, and they look like they full of money.
Okay.
This can't... Now listen, I ain't never seen no money like this. Shopping bags. You remember the paper bag? Remember the paper bags with the straw?
I do. They stand about yay high.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It looked like they full of money. But it's by the toy box, so I thought it was toy money. I'm high now. Right. So I just stumbled by his bags laughing, and I look down and look at these bags, and I see 7 full bags that look like money, but this can't possibly be money, man.
Right.
Not 7 bags.
Right.
Not over here just casually by the toys.
Just right in the basement. I say Pook.
Right.
I say your kids play with some real looking money, nigga. Because this shit look real. Gee, they laughing. The guys laughing. This shit look real, man. They laughing, right? And I'm looking up like, hold up. Play money? This shit look too real to be play money.
Yeah.
Pook said that's for a rainy day, nigga. I might have to go on a run, nigga.
7 grocery
bags full of money.
This has been the Jeffrey Manor Chronicles. Whether you were a gangbanger or a hustler, or if you spent 20 or 30 years incarcerated, that doesn't mean you can't change your life. A lot of us have. And that's why this show exists. We hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on YouTube at Outstanding Members. On Instagram at OSM_outstanding members @Instagram. And on Twitter at O_M_records. Y'all be cool, and we'll see you next time on the Jeffrey Manor Chronicles.